Monday to Friday, 9 to 11. Blaze Radio, they bring talk with the heaven. Ambassador KONAH RUFUS on the mic. For talking points, we go shine the light. Talking point for Blaze Day, 92.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring. For Liberia, we go make you sing. We talk the matter, no go hide, no go run. From Monrovia to every town, we get the one. Issues with matter, we go break them down. For the people, for the youth, for the whole town. Talking point for Blaze Day, 92.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring. For Liberia, we go make you sing. Ambassador RUFUS, sabi the game. He bring the facts, no be for fame. From government talk to street side chats. Talking points, they give you all that. You fit calling, you fit talk your mind. For Blaze we listen, no one go blind. From policy to power, we go discuss. For Liberia's future, we all must trust. Talking point for Blaze Day, 92.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring. For Liberia, we go make you sing. You tune in every night, don't miss the show. Talking point for Blaze, where the real talk go. Ambassador RUFUS, your voice, your friend. For Liberia's progress, we go defend. Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, oh. You so tune in every night, don't miss the show. Talking point for Blaze, where the real talk go. Ambassador RUFUS, your voice, your friend. For Liberia's progress, we go defend. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. From Monday to Friday, 9.
Okay, folks. Let me say good evening to you wherever you are, however you are joining us. I'd love to say welcome to the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM. My name is Ambassador KONAH RUFUS. This is how I love to welcome you to tonight's edition of the program, the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM. So, yeah, today is Thursday, August 14, 2025. August 14, 2025. I love to say welcome wherever you are, however you are joining us. I love to say welcome to the program this beautiful Thursday evening from Painesville City. Yeah, today again we are back. We are back on your radio, and it is good to be back on your radio this beautiful Thursday evening from Painesville City. So there are lots of things been happening. Yeah, lots of things have been happening in our country today. Yeah, so let's go strictly into our update. The update here, some of those issues. As you may be aware, this issue that has to do with the invasion of the Congress for Democratic Change from their party headquarters in Congo Town. Yeah, this thing is still ongoing. The whole saga still continues. Where today the CDC held a press conference, and the CDC made the chairman of the CDC made some statement. For instance, he talked about the party right now has no plan of leaving the headquarters because they are filing an appeal to the Supreme Court. They are filing an appeal to the Supreme Court. So as a result of that, they will have to wait until after the result that will come from the Supreme Court. After that result that will come from the Supreme Court, then definitely, the ruling from the Supreme Court, if the Supreme Court rules in the appeal that they said they are filed, definitely uh, that will decide their next action. But while they are waiting for the Supreme Court to rule, they also announced that the party have secured an headquarter somewhere for them to go just in case they could rule against them. So they said they have secured it definitely as soon as the Supreme Court gives it ruling and the ruling goes against the CDC, definitely they will have no option but to definitely leave the current area they are. But beside that, no, they will not leave until the Supreme Court rule in their appeal that they say they have filed to the Supreme Court. So that is one of the things that, yeah, one of the major things that happened today. The party held their press conference. The party held a press conference, and today the Senate Pro Tem normally Gaga Lawrence, uh, her foundation, the Normally Kias Foundation, they graduated about 95 students uh, today into their uh, it's the robotic vocational training program where they teach those kids how to create robot. Yeah, how to create a robot and how to operate it. So today the program was held in Painesville at the Painesville City Hall. At the Painesville City Hall, that was where the program was held, the graduation ceremony, and 95 students who are on vacation after the official closure of schools in the country, right? So definitely 95 of them attended the program. According to them, there were 110, but 95 remained. 95 persons remained, and they concluded the graduation today. They held the graduation. And one of those things to surprise the kids, she also bought every one of them smartphone. She promised, yeah, because she did not give it in the presence of the media, but she assured them of getting it today or tomorrow. Every one of them, including the facilitators. So five facilitators plus the 95 children, that's 100. So she ordered 100 smartphones from Orange, Liberia. From Orange, Liberia. So I think that that's a good one there. That's a good one to see. The right now, the whole world uh, is going right now to STEM education, science, technology, and engineering, mathematics, right? That's what make the STEM education. So the whole world now driving into STEM education. So to see our kids, our young children, uh, get involved into STEM education, they themselves making robot for themselves, controlling it. I think it is a good initiative, and we hope that uh, the Ministry of Education can take note of some of these things to see how best, if possible, they can really be included in some of the curriculum of the school. But I think it was a good thing, and I love to appreciate the Senate Pro for the initiative and all of the sponsors who sponsored the program. Yeah, we saw Noka, we saw Orange Liberia, the Digital Orange Digital Center. We saw them as well. We saw the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, yeah, the Painesville City Corporation. These are all institutions that supported the process. So that's a good one, and we hope that it continues. She announced that probably the next era they will go back to Grand Bassa because it started in Grand Bassa. They have been operating in Grand Bassa, but they are going in Grand Bassa for the next cycle. She's talking about making it rotational in some of those counties. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of those things that happen, or one of those things that happen. So the government of Liberia, or WIAC Liberia, let's begin. I'll go to WIAC. WIAC Liberia, WIAC should have released uh, the result of the WAS, or the exam, the result of the exam, both the WIAC and WAS. They should have released the result, but they did not release it. So WIAC Liberia, they postponed it. The West African Examination Council Liberia office has postponed the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate results, as earlier announced to be released at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism regular press briefing Thursday, August 14, 2025. The new date for the official release of the result is Thursday, August 19, 2025. Addressing reporters at the Mecca regular press conference, Deputy Information Minister for Press and Public Affairs, Daniel Sanders, says that decisions stem from ongoing uh, itineraries of signing of book of condolence for fallen Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Sylvester Grisby. Deputy Minister Sanders stressed that the official result of the examination will be released Tuesday, the 19th, 2025, at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism regular press conference. Okay, so that's the information there from the issue has to do with the WAS result. So that means Tuesday we expect to have the WAS result because it should have been today, but according to Daniel Sano, the Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs at the Ministry of Information, uh, the result, the releasing of the result was cancelled due to the book of condolence that were being signed for the fallen minister of state, for presidential affairs, the fallen minister of state for presidential affairs, Sylvester Grisby. Sylvester Grisby, yeah, the former, the late minister, he passed off. Yeah, he passed off. So, yeah, so today the book of condolence was also signed by government officials. So, yeah, we continue to wish the family well, and especially in this time of bereavement. In this time of bereavement, we do love to continue to express our condolences to the family. To the family, we know what it takes to lose your loved ones. So, yeah, that's one of the issue as well that unfolded uh, today by the signing of the book of condolence. So now, do not forget, folks. Do not forget. So right now, the time is 9:18. The cash giveaway continues. Right. Uh, Today, I must say I'm going to just go to my dashboard and start to give out money to those of you that will win. Hmm? So right now, the time is 9:18. By 9, let's say 9:40. 9:40 at 21 minutes from now because it's 9:19. 9:40, I'll go to my dashboard and I want to at least give like 10 persons. Let me get 10 persons, 10,000 Liberian dollars. 10,000 Liberian dollars, 10 persons. I want to give 10 persons 10,000 Liberian dollars. So I just want you to play at least, let me see, 5 persons playing 5 times. Hmm? As soon as 5 persons can play 5 times, I go to my dashboard and I will dish out the cash. Today, folks, because of the show, we will not be talking too much about you playing, but we want you to play because as soon as it reach 9:40, before I open the phone lines, definitely I will give 10 persons 10,000 Liberian. I'll go to the dashboard and do the draw to give 10 persons 10,000 Liberian dollars each. 10,000 Liberian dollars each. So I expect you to see, let me see 5 persons playing right now. Star 79 star 9, press number 2, you press number 5. Star 79 star 9, press number 2, you press number 5. Let me see only 5 persons play 5 times. Right now, I go to the dashboard and definitely I will do the draw. So right now the entire race is on 5%, only 5%. I'm waiting for when 5% can play right now. I go to the dashboard and I do my draw. I will definitely go to the dashboard and do the draw this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Thursday evening. So let me go for this very short break. When I come back, then we'll go into our talking point.
Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. From Monday to Friday, 9 to 11. Place radio, they bring talk with the heaven. Ambassador KONAH RUFUS on the mic. For talking points, we go shine the light. Talking point for Blaze we day. 92.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring. For Liberia, we go make you sing. We talk the matter, no go hide, no go run. From Monrovia to every town, we get the one. Issues we matter, we go break them down. For the people, for the youth, for the whole town. Talking point for Blaze we day 90.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring. For Liberia we go make you sing. Ambassador Rufus, sabi the game. He bring the facts, no be for fame. From government talk to street side chats. Talking points, they give you all that. You fit calling, you fit talk your mind. For Blaze we listen, no one go blind. From policy to power we go discuss. For Liberia's future we all must trust. Talking point for Blaze we day 90.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring. For Liberia we go make you sing. You tune in every night, don't miss the show. Talking point for Blaze, where the real talk go. Ambassador Rufus, your voice, your friend. For Liberia's progress we go defend. Yeah, we go defend. Yeah.
Okay, welcome back. Yes, talking point. Yeah, that's uh the show that you have to listen to every night. That's the show you got to listen to. So again, do not forget, before we go to our talking point, do not forget the cash giveaway. Continue *79 and *9. As you press number 2, you press number 5. As soon as 5 pressing can play 5 times right while the show is on. 5 person play at least 5 times each. 5 times each. 5 person play at least 5 times each. Definitely, I'll go to my dashboard and I'll do the draw. I want to give 10 persons 10,000 Liberian dollars each. 10 person, 10,000 Liberian dollars each. So right now the draw is on, right? That's not the draw, but I'm waiting for only 5 person to play right now. So let us go to our topic right now. So let me read this. As you may be aware, yesterday the United States release, the Department of State of the United States release the 2024 Human Rights Report. So, folks, listen, let me read the executive summary because the report is bulky, so we cannot read all. But the summary, the executive summary will give you an insight of what's happening. What's happening, or what are those things in the entire document. So let me read the executive. We go to our discussion changes. Human rights report is 2024 human rights report. It's not for this year, but last year, 2024. There were no significant changes in the human rights situation in Liberia during the year. Significant human rights issues included credible reports of arbitrary or unlawful killings, torture or cruel, inhumane or degrading treatment or punishment, arbitrary arrest or detention, serious restrictions on freedom of expression and media freedom, including violence or threats of violence against journalists and censorship, uh, trafficking in persons, and systematic restrictions on workers' freedom of association. The government took steps to identify and punish officials who committed human rights abuses, including abuses committed during the country's civil war. So, yeah, I want to take my time. So, this is a report from the United States Department of State. The Department of State. They usually release the human rights reports for various countries. Every year. So 2023 report were released in 2024. 2023 report were released in 2024, for which the United Party government was already in power, but all of those things that were in the report at that time, you could not blame the Unity Party government for them, because the report was not from their regime. It was from the CTC-led government. It was from the CDC-led government. So we are in 2025. So the U.S. Department of State has released the Unity Party-led government in their first year since they came back. Their first year. This is the report, and the report is saying, looking at the report from 2023 to this 2024, the United States Department of State is saying there were no significant changes. There were no significant changes, no major difference between the 2023 report to this 2024 report. Say almost the same. That's what the U.S. Department of State is trying to say. The report, you can compare it with 2023 report. It is comparable. It is almost the same. That's what they are saying. So they talk about significant human rights issues, including credible reports of arbitrary or unlawful killings. 2024, this report is saying there were unlawful killings in Liberia under the Unity Party-led government. That's what the American people are telling us. They are telling us that there were torture. People were being tortured in Liberia under the Unity Party-led government in 2024. Inhumane or degrading treatment or punishment. So they were treating people like they are not human. I talk about inhumane. They were treating them like they are not human. Maybe they are animals and so forth. Treatment that they should not be giving people. That's what people were receiving in 2024, according to this report. Arbitrary arrest or detention. So they were arresting people arbitrarily. Almost like without no arbitrarily. People are being arrested, according to the report, putting people in jail without no major cause. You just putting people in jail. That's what this 2024 Human Rights Report is saying. So I want to take my time, folks. I will take my time because I want for many of you out there to understand it, because we know there have been issues from various media institutions. Yeah, even on social media. So those of you who listen to Blaze Radio, who listen to this program to be informed, I'm taking it easy for you to understand. So let's go little by little. Yeah, let's go little by little. So there were arbitrary arrests and detention, serious restriction on freedom of expression and media freedom. So they talk about there was serious restriction on freedom of expression. People could not, media, there was some level of restriction in the media, according to the report. So although we have freedom of speech in Liberia, but some level of restriction, the government was placing on people. They were restricting people. Maybe how to speak what they want you to say. If you do not say it, they take action against you. If the way they want, if you express your thought, your fair thought, they will take action against you. So including violence or threat of violence against journalists and censorship. So the report saying there were violence against journalists as well as threat of violence. They threatened journalists in Liberia in 2024. Journalists were being threatened under the Unity Party-led government. That's what the American government is saying. That's what they say. Trafficking in persons and systematic restrictions on workers' freedom of association. So people are working in Liberia. There were restrictions on their freedom of association. If they believe that you should not be associated with certain group of people in Liberia in 2024. If you are associated with that group, definitely you will have an issue as a worker. So for instance, we saw something in 2024 at the MCC, the Monrovia City Corporation, where people were dismissed because, according to the government, they criticized, those people were criticizing the president on social media. On social media, those people were on social media, they were working at the MCC, they were on social media to criticize the president. So, as a result of that, they were fired. So, the American government say some of these things, they were restriction. Since those people were not in favor of the president, they were not in favor of the government, or they are not supporting the government. So the government does something wrong, they criticize it. So government said no, say you can't be you criticize us. So they fired them. As if to say, the government job, they brought in the government job. As if to say the money that they were paying those people, the money coming from their pocket, that their family money, they paying the people with, those people are working. Mm-hmm. So they were firing people because those people were associated with certain group of people. And you will know all those people that were assigned to the MCC who are dismissed, they are all seditions. All seditions. So since they criticized the president, probably they believe that the president did something wrong, they criticize it. So they say, but then they firing them. So therefore, when you work in the government, everybody must sing praises. Hallelujah. Must be singing hallelujah praises to the president. Don't criticize him when he does something wrong. Don't criticize him. So as a result of that, the American government is saying there were systematic restrictions on workers' freedom of association. But at the same time, the American government said the government took steps to identify and punish officials who committed human rights abuses, including the abuses committed during the country's civil war. The American government says, the Liberian government, there were human rights violations under their regime during their time, their first year, but the government took steps to punish people who carry on some of those crimes, who committed some of those offenses, including people who committed crimes during the Liberian Civil War. That's what they said. So section 1 of the report, life. That's extrajudicial killings. There were numerous reports the government or its agents committed arbitrary or unlawful killings during the year. So the American government said there were lots of reports that the government or agents of the government, people who working for the government, they kill people. They carry on judicial killing. That's what the report is saying. So in 2024, the government allegedly they were killing people. People were working for the government killing people as well. In May, the Bureau of Rehabilitation and Correction formally charged 6 officers linked to the death in April of an inmate at the Fishtown Central Prison. Let me repeat this. In May, the Bureau of Rehabilitation and Correction formally charged 6 officers linked to the death in April of an inmate at the Fishtown Central Prison. So they give an example here. They say, for instance, in Fishtown, Raji County, in April 2024, 4 persons from the Bureau of Rehabilitation and Correction, 4 persons there, those people work in government, they work for the government. 4 people there were charged for allegedly killing someone that were in prison. So that one example they gave there. So people who work in the government, according to them, the government or people who work for the government were killing people. That's what the report said. The image death led to community unrest as angry residents vandalized the prison, leading to the escape of some inmates. According to the prison bureau, several correction officers aided the jailbreak and were on investigation by the Liberia National Police. 4 of the 6 officers involved were clear of any wrongdoing. One was dismissed for failure to cooperate with the investigation, and one remained on investigation. Big corruption in population control. There were no reports of coercion, abortion, or involuntary sterilization on the part of government authorities. So the report is saying throughout 2024 there are no report that people were being coerced to carry on abortion. No, there were no report of that in 2024. There were no report of that. So let's go to the next one. C. War crimes. Crimes against humanity and evidence of acts that may constitute genocide or conflict-related abuses. On June 25, the French Court of Cassation, France's Supreme Court for civil and criminal cases, affirmed a March court ruling that found conducted Liberation Movement of Liberia for Democracy, like UNIMO, guilty of complicity in crimes against humanity and in the commission of simple and aggravated acts of torture and barbarism. The court sentenced Kamara to 30 years imprisonment, marking the first conviction of a former fighter for crimes against humanity linked to the country's 1989 to 1997 Civil War. Liberty, freedom of the press. The Constitution provided for freedom of expression, including for members of the press and other media, and the government generally respected these rights, although with some unofficial limits. So the report say when it comes to the freedom of press and freedom of speech, freedom of expression, though there was some level of unofficial restriction. When I talk about unofficial restriction, it was not a restriction that were official for it to be a government policy, for the whole government to make a official policy. No. Listen to this. Individuals were generally free to criticize the government publicly or privately, but government officials sometimes use dismissal or threat of dismissal from employment to place limits on freedom of expression for public servants. So generally, the government were allowing people to criticize. But you know what? There were some government officials who were threatening people. If you criticize, they say they will fire you. For instance, we saw the CSA's boss when they fired those guys from the Maria City Corporation. You were boasting. He were boasting that these people working in the government, they criticizing the government. Josiah Jogai, you were boasting about it. So people were being threatened of being fired, although genuine government officials were threatening people for dismissal. They were threatening people for dismissal because they were criticizing the government if they made attempt to criticize. In August, the Monrovia City Corporation, good, this is what I was talking about, dismissed 9 city employees following allegations they used social media to criticize government officials and the president. So 9 presidents were criticized because those people use social media to criticize other government officials and the president. So because of that, they fired them. They fired them. As if to say the government of Liberia is owned by the United Party led government. But by the United Party or it's owned by President Joseph Boakai. As Edo said, the government is owned by them. So therefore, if you're in the government, you should be for them. You should sing hallelujah or something to them. So when you criticize, when you think that they do something wrong, when you criticize it, they fire you. You're gone. So you should always sing hallelujah. You should say Hosanna to the King. You should say Hosanna to the King. Physical attack, imprisonment, and pressures. Press Association reported government officials occasionally harassed newspapers and radio station owners as well as individual journalists because of their political opinions and reporting. So the report is saying in 2024 there were physical attacks, there were imprisonment and pressure on the press. And talking about the press, the media in abroad, they were reporting that newspaper and radio stations were being harassed, owners of media institutions were being harassed, journalists were being harassed in the country. I know sometimes when we say some of these things, on people say, y'all talk, where will go la vla. But you see, the government, the country name will be spotted in some of these reports. So imagine this is a worldwide thing. Other countries now, other people who want to invest in the country, they see this kind of reports, these things happening under the regime of a government, of the United Party-led government. Why you think somebody will be brave to say they want to bring their investment into a country where there's no people are being harassed, people are being fired because they speak their mind, all of those things. That some people will not come on. They'll be afraid. They will say, oh yeah, the opposition making it people are not coming to invest in the country. Sometimes not everything can be opposition. Oh. Most often it can be from the acts of the government, the actions of the government, the actions and inactions of the government. It makes investors to stay away. Because these kind of reports, when it come up, people go for it, to read them, to know what's happening in this kind of country. So if you go, you finish negotiate, you call for investor, you encourage someone to come and pass because every kind of report, they read these things. The next day, call that they tell you, they'll start giving excuses. They'll start to give excuses. Yeah, they'll start to give excuses. So the media institution or media owners were being harassed. Journalists in the country were being harassed and threatened. Oh my word! Sometimes they say librarian media, what play other thing they can go at. Now they kind of place where I can go because anything we sit on this radio on reporting these things. When we are reporting these things, people are watching. The international community are watching. But again, let's continue, folks. Let's continue. Let's continue. So let me go further. So it's on June 26th. On June 26th, the Association of Liberia Community Radio demanded the reinstatement of Radio Kakata station manager Jerry Quay, who was suspended by Margibi County Superintendent Victoria Duncan for alleged financial malfeasance. The association warned against political interference in the operation of community radios across the country, asserting such action amounted to media censorship. The next one, let me just read this one, then we end here for today because we can read the entire report. Censorship by government, military intelligence or police force, criminal groups or armed extremists or rebel groups. Although generally able to express a wide variety of views, some journalists practice self-censorship to avoid harassment. Imagine that. So some journalists in the country now they are forced to some things they want to report, they cannot report it because they are afraid. When they report it, they'll be harassed, they'll be threatened. That's why the report saying you. So some journalists now were forced to be biased, to start reporting to be reporting only the good thing for government. When they see the bad thing, they close their app on it. When government officials didn't, they will look like they will not say it because they're afraid to be censored. They're afraid to be threatened. That's what the report is saying. That's what the American government is saying. Now, these are things that happened in 2024 in Liberia. That's what it's saying. Some media outlets avoided criticizing government officials. Okay, and see, I just say due to fear of legal sanctions and potential loss of government advertising, a large source of media revenue. So some media institutions now are afraid to be censored, so they can't criticize government. No, there are some media institutions government working with. So we give you our advertisement, you criticize, or we take our advertisement from you. That means you don't make money. So that's the reason why stations like Blaze Radio, who try to be independent, who when they see the good thing, they say it. When they see the right thing, or the wrong thing rather, they say it. Government say no for you, Umba. You although you can see the good thing, you say it, but when you see the wrong thing, you can also say it. So therefore, we can't do business with you. We will never support your business, no. Station like Blaze Radio, no, they can't support people like they can't give businesses to stations like us. Because for us, when we see the good thing, we can say it. But the one that they don't like, when we see the bad thing, we can also say it. So no, we should only say the good thing. In fact, when a pass, we should make it to look good, like what they want. But if you're doing that, then they will they will try to bring the advertisement they give to you for you to roll it, at least for to get some small peanut change from them. Mm-hmm. The gas ones are peanut change from them. A June 20th meeting between Presidential Press Secretary Kula Fofana and media executives turned contentious, leading to several editors walking out. The incident arose concerning new accreditation requirements for journalists covering the executive mansion, including police clearance and institutional tax clearance certificates. Imagine that. So when the government took over in June 2024, Good Fofana, the presidential press secretary, she had meeting with media executives, and she brought all her issues for for the institution to send journalists to cover the executive mansion. The reporter should get tax clearance, no police clearance. Hmm? The reporter should have police clearance. Let me read this place again. Let me read this place. The incident arose concerning new accreditation requirements for journalists covering the executive mansion, including police clearance and institutional tax clearance certificates. So before, for instance, Blaze Radio want for Ambassador Rufus to go call the executive mansion. Ambassador Rufus should get a police clearance. The second thing, Ambassador Rufus should carry Blaze tax clearance to the executive mansion. Executive mansion. Question they were bringing up. Mm-hmm. These were things they were bringing up just to restrict people. So while reporting, according to the executive mansion, got to do with police clearance. What does it have to do with police clearance? Oh my word. But these were things that they talk about. So the report is long. Then the report is bulky. We cannot read everything. But the report is bulky. But listen, from the beginning of this thing, what the report from the summary, the executive summary, it talked about there were no significant changes in human rights situation in Liberia during the year. So that means all of these things that happened in 2023, that the Joseph Newman Boakai, when he was president, Joseph Newman, at that time he was former vice president. Joseph Newman Boakai, standard bearer of the United Party at that time, or political leader of the United Party. Things that they criticized under their watch. It was common. It was very, very much common. So things that they criticize, these are things that they are doing according to the report. So I want to, again, maybe 2025 will come next year, 2025 will come next year, we'll see it again. But for 2024, their first year, right, the first time they enter, these were things that were happening under their watch. Journalists were being threatened. Employees of the government were being threatened, were being fired. because they only want everybody to sing praises to the king. All hail the king. Although these were things that they were criticizing, they say, "Oh, CDC, everybody that they worship each other. We are so when you work in the government, they want you to worship a former president. We are." These were things they were criticizing, but when they took over the country, they continue. They started to do the same thing. People should not criticize the president. When you are journalists, you criticize the president, they threaten you. When you are journalists, you criticize the president, you criticize the government, they try to harass you. That's what the American government said. We have been saying these things. People say, some people believe that probably we hate the government. We do not like the government. But for now, this is what the American government telling us, our government under their watch. These were things government officials were doing. If you are a media institution, if you can criticize the government, definitely no way they will never do business with you. They always want you to sing praises to the government, even if they do the wrong thing. That's the kind of thing. But these were things they were criticizing before. These were things they criticized before. These were things that were very much wrong. From 2023 up to 2028, or down to 2018 rather. From 2023 down to 2018, these were things that were wrong. They were seeing everything wrong in this country. When journalists were reporting, the United Party, in fact, they were reporting many journalists in this country. But today, under their watch, their first year when they took over, they started to do the same thing. They started to do this thing. The issue of extrajudicial killing. People that work for government. People that work in the government. They were killing people. According to the U.S. Department of State report. So the thing is, so our politicians, they only criticize because they want to get to power. Is that what you criticize for? You know, I listen to the executive management talk about they are reviewing it. There will be some level of action if needed. We are hoping to see what will come from all of it. But I will not be surprised if that thing will die down. I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised if that whole issue of revision, if it died down. Because for instance, we saw the time that the CDC chairman was manhandled in this country. When the former speaker of Fonatikova, when they were placed behind bars, the former CDC chairman or the current CDC chairman, they went there. We saw how Jangako or Mayendo, saying the police said they investigated up to now, they have one investigation, it can't finish. It can't finish. That investigation, it cannot be finished. So now they are telling us they are reviewing the human rights report from the U.S. Embassy. They will take action. We are hoping for them to take action, but I will not be surprised if this government, they take that paper, they go put it in the trash can. I will not be surprised for the trunk in the trash can. Because these are most of those people, right? They were only criticized because they wanted to come to power, because they feel they wanted to benefit some kind of way. So now since they have succeeded, they are in power, they do not care. They do not care about Liberian people. As majority of them do not care. And the one that baffles me at the most is we have a president who sit and watch some of these things, do nothing about it. He does nothing about some of these things. Sometimes I really wonder, where is Liberia heading? Every year from one government to another government, we'll see the same thing occurring. The same thing from one government to another. Only thing, one group of people get changing position. They just changing position. The other time you opposition, the another time you in government, but they come to do the same thing. Say, almost like in the Netherlands, you can go meet. My man, when you get that, you should do the same thing. Okay. So when in opposition, I let you very bad way. I let you love the country bad way. But many of these people do not love this country. They only love their belly. They only love their belly. And that's one of the reasons when that issue of the dismissal came up at the Montreal City Corporation. Some of us, we feel that President Burger needs to take action against the civil service boss and the MCC boss. Because you know why? The government is the government of Liberia. Everyone who works in the government will not be for the government. Let's be clear. The government is not United Party government. It's the government of Liberia. The United Party, yes, they won the election. It is the administration that is leading the government. But it doesn't mean that everybody in the government will be for the government. No. Everybody will not bow down to the golden image. Everyone will not do that. But in our country, when we have government, everybody should sing praise, hallelujah, hosanna to the king. If you do not do that, they believe that you're against the government, you're against the country, you're against everyone. You do not love good things. That's what they believe. They believe that they love Liberia more than the rest of the Liberians. And this is wrong. No one, even President Burger, he's not more Liberian more than anybody in this country. Everyone wants to see the good thing of this country. So if someone works in the government, if the president believes that the president is doing the wrong thing, the president have the right. It is their freedom of expression. It is their right to work in government. It is their right as well to criticize the president. It is their right. It is their right. It is not. It is not like the government is for President Burger. No, it is not the government, it's for United Party. No. That is the reason why I wanted for the president to take action against these people. Why the president will meet on it. That means he supported it. That means he does not want for anyone to criticize him. If he criticizes him, that means you are enemy to him. And we should not have a country like this. Look at the kind of damaging report. These things the people listed in this report against the government, but yet if no investor comes to the country, someone will say that the opposition making it. Someone will say because people protesting that reason. No, it's not because people protest, it's because of your actions as a government official. That is the reason why you are scaring away investors from coming to your country to come and invest so that you will be able to provide job for your citizens. Today, look around, go in the various community. People are jobless. People do not have food to eat. People believe that this administration, they will have changed things. They will have created jobs. Listen, I told someone, one of the things in this country is not so much about things price. Listen, one of the major things the government should fight for, if they can fight for it, right? The issue of employment. Listen, when I'm working, I getting money. When thing price going up, I say I don't get them because I getting the money to pay for it. But the worst thing there is no job. No job. At the same time, the thing price escalating. So it makes it worse. It makes things worse. And these things are wrong. These things are wrong. But people will be with the president, Mr. President. Oh yeah, the king. Oh yeah, all hail the king. They want for everybody to bow down. You should sing Hallelujah, Hosanna. And you know what? It can happen. We are in a democratic state that everyone has the right to associate with anyone or any group, to be with any political party. It strengthens democracy. It makes you to be someone that believes in the rule of law. where you have people, when you do the wrong thing, they raise the concern. They say, hey, Mr. President, this is wrong. This is not the right decision. But the president, you still working with the president to make the country straight. It make you to be a government that respects the rule of law. But in our country, no, when you can criticize the government, you will never go around a job. If I said they can want to say in the private sector to make sure you can get a job there. That's the kind of people we have in this country. And we say some of these things, they say you hate the government. So they maybe America to hate the government. That's the reason why America raises these things. Yeah, maybe they hate the government. And some of these things are people of the past, the past administration they used to do. We are saying it, they did not sanction king. Now they have started doing it again. And for me, I will not be surprised if we start to get sanction on government officials. I will not be surprised. Because this same thing that people of the CC administration were doing, now what are you people doing now? The city wants to tell CC people, they felt that it was fun. They thought they started to see sanction. We are seeing it again. We are seeing it again. People will feel that, oh, where that thing will go, that nothing. That nothing. But time will come, you will start to get the reaction. Sometimes we do not feel happy to see that every time when this kind of report come out Liberia, it's always damaging for our country. We do not feel happy. Let's be sincere here. We do not feel happy. These things should not be happening. These things should not be happening. Oh. It should not be happening. It should not be happening. So, folks, if you're just joining us, you are listening to the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM. So I'm about to go to the phone line, but let me see how best I can quote few numbers. Let me give few cash out to few people. Like I told you, the cash giveaway will continue. So let me give few cash out to few people quickly before I definitely go to the phone line. Star 79, star 9, press number 2, press number 5. Listen, the cash giveaway right now, Radio Entertainment Liberia is the sponsor of this program. They are the sponsor of the Talking Point. So if you want for the Talking Point to continue, you will have to be playing the cash giveaway star 79 star 9 hash. You press number 2, you press number 10. At the same time, we're still looking for other sponsors, right? Still looking for other sponsors. So let me see right now if I can go to the dashboard to give cash out good. Okay, right? The number begins with 0886. I will only call the last 4 digit. That is 0222. 0222. Congratulations to you. Let me send you 10,000 right now. I'm about to go to the phone line, so I cannot call you right now. 10,000 Liberian dollars. Okay, let me do another draw quickly. Okay, good. Congratulations to 0555 5510 5510. I'm seeing 55 here. 5510. Congratulations to you. 10,000. I'm sending it to you right now. Okay, let me do another one before we go to the phone line. 0888. The number begins with 0888. The last 4 digit. 9353. 9353. Congratulations to you. 9353. 10,000 Liberian dollars. Good. Okay, so yeah. So, Mr. Congratulations. So, let me open the phone lines, but keep playing star 79, star 9. You press number 2, you press number 10. I want to give cash out before I leave the radio. I want to give cash out before I leave the radio. So, let me see, like, 5 person playing 5 times. 5 person play 5 times again. I will definitely go to my dashboard by 10:50. 10:50, I'll go to my dashboard to dish a cash. So, between now and 10:50, I'm only looking for 5 person that play 5 times each. You dial star 79, star 9, press number 2. Where they'll ask you for number ticket, you put number 5. definitely you stand a chance to walk away with $10,000 tonight. Let me see, only 5% doing that right now, but then I will go for the job. But however, call us on 0777907908887 call us this evening to have your say on the talking point. What do you make of the report? The U.S. Human Rights Report. But we're talking about Liberia own. What do you make of that? What do you make of that? 0779079070887111107. Call us this evening to have your say on the talking point on Blaze Radio 90. The time is 7 minutes uh down 10 o'clock. So we get a long time to give you the opportunity to have your say. 077907907908887111107. Call us this evening to have your say on the talking point on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM. 0779079070887111107. Call us this evening to have your say uh what you make of the issue of the report from the U.S. embassy. What you make of the report from the U.S. embassy? What you make of the report from the U.S. embassy? Okay, go ahead, definitely to have your say. Go ahead, definitely 07779079007 088711107 088 907 088711107. Call us this evening to have your seat on the talking point on Blaze Radio 90. I hope that they never give a problem. I hope this never have started give a problem again. Because imagine uh opening the phone line, but let me see if I can work on something on the phone. Yeah, I hope this phone has an issue as well. Okay, let me do see how best I can do some setting here right now to look at things here right now. But keep calling 077907907 Call us tonight on the talking point on Blaze Radio 90.0 FM. We are talking about the US Department of State, the Human Rights Report. And you listen to it, right? I read them, right? Yeah, I read it. Now, also tell about the government talking. The government said they are looking into the matter. They are reviewing the report, and they will definitely take actions where necessary. Right? They are going to, if possible, take action, make some policy where necessary. So actually, for me, I won't be surprised if that is swept under the carpet. Like I said, for me, I don't miss my word on what I believe. I don't miss my word on what I believe. So let me see 077907907 Call us this evening to have your say on the talking point on Blaze Radio 90.7. I'm still trying to see if that's the phone line has the problem. I want to say that's the phone line has the problem. So 0777907 0777907 I don't know what's happening though. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if that's our phone line has problem or the network has problem because sometimes these things happen. We experience problem from the phone line. Sometimes we experience problem from the phone line. Sometimes, okay. Sometimes we experience problem from the phone line. Sometimes, okay. I'm seeing something, but let me continue to see how best I can do some setting here. 0 but keep calling, folks. Keep calling. If that's the network, you let me know, please. If that network, maybe you can go. Okay, seems like that's not a network. I'm seeing call. Okay, let me see if I can take the first caller here. Good evening. Hello. Okay, that means that's not a network because call just came in right now. That means that's not a network. Okay, let me take this first caller. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, Ambassador.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Back has I want to settle you. Good evening. This person is beeping. Hello.
Yeah, Ambassador.
Yeah. Okay, Joseph, just hold on small. Let me do some adjustment. I don't know what's happening to this. to the line. Hello.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, this my word. What's happening here to my line today? Okay. Joseph,
Yes.
here you coming like you very far. You coming like go ahead. Let me hear you.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate you so much for the topic on our discussion. For the public, this is Joseph Estamba, and I'm from district number 6, Mascaro County. Uh, Brother Ambassador, let me say tonight, after campaigns, we run government. It's time for governance. But for me, some of those guys that were dismissed, more especially from the MCC, I hold them that they should hold themselves responsible because the thing was over and we had a seated president. See, let me say something, Ambassador. Administratively, if you are running a half an individual who is against you, not only inwardly, but coming on the social media to speak the negativity about you, if you are an administrator, will you keep them there? And the answer is no. You have to let them go because they don't want to work along with you. No matter what he does, they will not appreciate. For instance, Ambassador,
So
and
let me
we
so let me
at our
ask you.
place.
Let me ask you 1 minute.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, is the government owned by President Joseph Boakai of the United Party?
He controls the government.
I'm
For,
asking
for
you.
the next for the next 6 years, Joseph Boakai, the president,
Mm-hmm.
runs the activities of the country.
So what
If today,
what does
if
it take?
today, if
What does
President
hello? Yeah, I beg
Akari,
you. Yeah,
if
but
today, Ambassador,
yeah, okay.
the president come out and say 3 days, no one will go out, no one will definitely go out. Everybody in English.
No, he will have to give. You have to give very substantial reason. You will not just work out and say today nobody will go. No, you have to give
Or
serious
the
reason.
president just say go down, fight and prayer. Or whatever you do, even measure the shit, well, it's just a prayer. So the president today, the president give me later today, and then we call the next
He
morning.
gave reason why people should pray.
Good.
Okay,
So the
good.
president will take reason for everything.
Okay.
But in Barcelona, for instance, when you work at place, right? You are very committed worker at that station. When you come out tomorrow to speak the negativity of the administration of Blaze, you can see you will keep it there.
No, Blaze. Listen, let me ask you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the
Yeah,
difference
go
between
ahead.
Blaze and government, right? Blaze is a private. It's owned by an individual. It is somebody money from their pocket. I come in, please. I come in,
The
please.
government is
I
owned by
come
the
in.
people.
Go, I come in. The good. I love that, right? So Blaze is owned by an individual. The money coming from their pocket. They are running the station. But for government, the government is not owned by President Boakai. It's not owned by
Who
the
are
United
those
Party.
supporting?
I come in,
Who are
please.
those? Who
I
are
come
those
in.
saying the president?
I come in,
It's we.
please. I come in, please.
Yeah.
The government is
We
owned by
are the
the
one that pay the ambassador.
including those people that were dismissed. The government is owned by them.
But you cannot be working with the government and speak the negativity of the government. You still expect the government to keep you there. It is impossible.
So that means President Boakai want to be a dictator.
You're not a dictator.
No, but you
But if
don't criticize him.
problems,
When you criticize him,
it
he
is
fire
going
you.
to settle the problems in on it. Then coming on a wider platform to speak.
But who decide? Who
If
decide?
I works in government,
Who decide where for someone to express themselves?
I will probably want to a director. These are some of the things that I think that we can do. These are some of the things that I think we can put into place.
But Joseph
But for
Tama,
those guys at ACC, just imagine the government are not even going 1 year and that when these guys started to threaten, say all the negativity about the government.
did they
You elected the government for 6 years.
hello.
They are not even going 1 year.
Yeah,
And
Joseph.
you're working as an employee of the government.
Joseph.
You are paid by everything you think the president will keep you there.
So let me ask you.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, doing job we had time it was wrong, but President Boakai doing job we had time it was wrong. President Boakai right now.
We criticize
something.
these things, we criticize these things, we
Yeah.
say the same thing that we are saying today.
Now true, the United Party
No.
people, the United Party people, when former president we are with this messy people was the comment of former president we are with this messy people for these things, they criticize it.
One member was sent to question
So was he dismissed or he was transferred?
He was transferred
Good.
because
He was transferred.
because they knew that Buhari couldn't work.
So that means the CC government, when it comes to that, they are very disciplined than the United Party-led government.
No, I disagree.
Okay, thank you, Chief. I already disagree. Yeah, that means the CDC was very disciplined. For United Party, no, you don't crazy when you crazy, they dismiss you. But CDC, when you dismiss you, Allah will transfer you. Or when you crazy, they will transfer you. But Joseph Baker, no, when you crazy, they fire you. So that means CDC government very, very much. Imagine that. Ah, God. 077907907 088711107. Call out this evening to have your say. I know small people. I know definitely you want to defend these things. I know definitely. But let me take this caller. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening. You are live.
Hello?
Oh my word. What's happening? You are live.
Yeah, but I'm telling you.
You get me now? Maybe that phone. I don't know what's happening. Because we are getting you clear. 077907907 Call us this evening to have your say on the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 98.7 FM. And definitely you will be live on the radio. Tell us what's your thought as well. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah? You got me?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Yeah, we are getting you.
Oh, what? Hello? What is your name?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Yes, people, I'm getting you.
You getting me? I don't know though, but then that's your phone.
Yeah, but what is? Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. But keep calling for skip. Maybe I'll send by phone get it problem. Because just hello.
Hello?
Yeah, are you getting me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, maybe I'll send by phone. Go ahead. What's your name?
My name is Zero P7. I'm joining you for Police Academy.
Yeah, go ahead from Police Academy.
Thank you for the program discussion. My brother, see in Iowa, in God President, in people, Mr. Kwara. What you know?
Please, President Kwara.
Yeah, I'm the President Kwara. But in the middle of in administration, I don't to say so that I really well. I can say, yeah, pray. What do you pray for? Nobody knows. You really want to like for Father and prayer. But you just go and see that pray. Is that imaginated? Not this. Then we do the money. See that pray after having your program, after married lady. You will go and see that pray. You see? Get him 50 years a day. The guy that I know be that I used to do it for the job that I say job I was preaching a country.
Yeah, please go to the human rights report. That's what we are talking about, please.
Human rights?
The human rights report. That's what we're talking about.
I'm following it.
Okay, yeah. Then you just don't pick up phone. Just call, please. You just don't put radio on. You pick up phone because you have number. It's a call. You don't do that. You first listen to the topic, then you understand it. Call to make a point. Good evening.
Yeah, Ambassador, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you. I call from the HK6. My name is Lawson. Augustine Sagacious Wisdom. Let me say thanks for the topic this evening on the discussions. But if I hear some of our young brothers who have political ambition, speaking the kind of way and manner, sometimes it sounds very laughable.
My man, go there.
Go there. No problem. I'm listening to the human rights report. We actually condemn the past government for such, irregularity. Like you asked one of the colors talking about if the Union Party for the government is for the people or for the Union Party. I think the answer. So if you work in or institution, it was just some level irregularity. It is a right to talk, or it should be in a very diplomatic way. So yes, when you think about sort of position, you see, or you work in the government, is is not proceeding the right way. It's a right to tell the government that it's not proceeding the right way. It's a right to express yourself. But
people passed away. You see? So I think this kind of report is welcoming. Like what you said, they are going to view it according to you, when I'm putting on the camera, but I'm telling you something that's not apply on the government. It didn't apply to tell you that we're not serious. Even we can stimulate some people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for having us here. Let me take the next caller. Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you got me now?
Yeah, I get you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. You sent me by your Yeah. So thank you for your statement here, because now the player, I see everybody listening. I'm crying for that blood, Nana. Yeah, with my eyes. Because you see, the government work. People who in cities, in not the people, I always say, in a way you get the share phone to her, our president, this place is not a key area. When king that thing, they were going election, but if you win, I take you to be my president. But we're not voting for Ghana because they get joy. They don't want to keep president, but my dad, they are going to give up. I always say that they them how always go back to war. Because Jonathan, some people the one come, but other come up, you add a deal, man. But you see, the two parties like war. We not so big at all. Everybody's suffering. If you use that president, you better win. You can do that thing. You have been sharing funds where but people will not problem on all the people. Now it will measure people need. Not correct now. Only one day. So the way said I had to me. I tell you, I'm over so we need. I don't say this what I
Okay. All right.
so we not say what I do. So you say do like you community when you tell us the two. You like do something. So when I do not move, they are going against it. I have normally in our community.
Okay.
So I don't know. Be a President Boga, anywhere I go, anywhere I go, is a way the president like law. I said, be that. I was President Joseph Nima Bwaka.
All right, bye. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take another call. Good evening.
Thank you, dear brother. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, this is Hussein.
Yeah, Hussein. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Hussein Keo. I call you from this station. So, let me appreciate you for a topic. In fact, we got accepted a report from the United States government. The president has instructed the Minister of Justice, the ambassador, and the Human Rights Commissions and some other bodies to review the report and put to his office and take the necessary action. That is a responsible government. In the last 6 years of the CDC on WIA, they backed the United States Department, right? And they said it was some propaganda, the people against the government. For hours, we started in good faith, and we said we work on it, right? We believe there is a perfect government in Africa. No, there is not. But to accept your mistakes and learn from your mistakes. Go ahead.
Yeah, so because there's no perfect government in Africa, so that means our government should be doing all stuff of things they should not be doing.
No, not everything. When you read the report, it is 50-50. But for us, we're looking at the progress they mentioned. We're looking at the challenges that were mentioned, right? If you really read that report, it's 50-50. When you are a real analyst and read that report, you say that government performed 50 and on default 50%. But we're not talking about our 50% progress. We're talking about the challenge or the challenges that the United States Department faces. So it is only the federal government that will take such report in good faith.
Okay.
And that is what the president instructed.
And we're hoping
right?
for me, I'm hoping to see what will come, but I don't expect anything substantial.
Yeah, we used to have one lady man in the last year who people used to talk to you.
You say one lady what?
No, let me not do my finger issue with me. Let me repeat that. So anyway, thank you for the opportunity.
See you, baby. See you. Good evening. Oh my God. Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
All right, thank you, Ambassador. You see, for me,
What's your name, please?
my name is Rana M. Peter. I'm living at Rambo 1.
Calling from where?
From Johnson.
Yeah, go ahead, Ramo.
You see, for me, America not share with order.
Okay.
You see, because when you are father for a horse,
Yeah.
when your child does wrong, and you see it for the first time, second time, what you do? Punish them. But America can't do.
You want for
So
America to
always
punish
do.
Labrador?
Yes.
But I think that's the reason why America now they can sanction some individuals from the government.
Let it put sanction on the country, not the government alone. On
No,
the
man.
country.
I don't think that is good because when you put sanction on the country, that means the citizen will suffer.
The citizen will not suffer. For me, how here, I can eat patanga for, I can eat wild potato, I can eat anything I live. But they will there now. They will use the canned food. They will see the weight more than me. And I will say, I will go stronger than them, sir. Yeah.
But
For me, they will listen to me, they will hear me. I want for them to put sanction on Nigeria
wow.
for 5 or 10 years.
All right,
Then when
Chief.
feel the weight, you get that power, you will do exactly what they want you to do or what you're supposed to do to your fellow citizens.
Okay. But you think that would be a good decision?
Yes.
All right,
When
Chief.
my child in the hospital, I talk, wow, punish you.
But let me ask you something, right?
Yeah.
If your child in a house, your child say the men are to go live on their own. When you do something wrong in your home, you punish them in their home.
I will punish them in the home.
In their home, they in your house again. They left you, they go live on their own.
Yes.
And you do something wrong.
I will give you punishment.
What kind of punishment you got? Yeah.
The punishment is don't visit me, don't call my land.
All right.
Don't visit me. I have one of my son here. No.
All right, Chief.
Yeah. I
Okay.
can't let you eat for me. You can't enter my room.
All right. Thank you.
You can't enter my house.
Okay. Thank you. So they may wow. Some people say okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
I speak to you from district number 6. My name is Dr. Dominic Sagi Chion.
Yeah, go ahead, Luther.
All right, thank you for the topic on discussion this evening. You see, firstly, we should consider every one of us to be a Liberians. That's why our political differences, we political reform, we party reform rather, but we should consider ourselves to be a citizen.
Yeah.
And what we are. So, the father of the nation should consider every one of us to be a citizen. Despite we are from different political party. Okay? So, if you see someone is qualified and working in the government, and you see you are not proceeding well as the president, and you want to come up and speak the truth, actually the president should listen to it, and then you forget what the political side. Because we are saying, sometimes they get people say, no, we don't need no war, but they are saying things because of war. So the president should consider every one of us to be a citizen. Because mind you, these are the things that Mr. Weah was doing, former president. And we all put more on him. If I got some more work can be against it, especially who speaking here. I work can be against it because of where you are proceeding. Some of them want to. So we bring President Blanca there to consider the father of the home or the country. So you should treat everybody equal. Even when someone speaks against the party or the government, you know how to dismiss it, or you dismiss it. You call against someone, or you listen to what they are saying to you. Then your government will function. Then the country will proceed. Then there will be peace and unity in our country. Sure. Upon the report about human rights, I think the government of Liberia President Baka should take that report and peruse it and look into it and work with it because some truth are there and some truth are not there. So the great America who talk about human rights, every time they go against human, they go against the black in America. So they get discouraged at home. So I think we're looking at the government of Liberia. Oh
Okay.
yeah, the government of Liberia had to look into that matter and see some losing. You should take it for less because we see it very. So it's happening. So
Okay.
it's happening. So it's happening. But America, here, pre-equities, you can clean him. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Luther Luminisaki. Thanks for your point. 07790790708871107. Call us this evening on the talking point. Keep playing the cash giveaway. Star 79 and star 9 hash. You press number 2, you press number 5. Like I said, I'm looking for 5 person to play 5 times, right? I'm only looking for about 4 more person to go. When 4 more person play, I'll dish out more cash to more people. Let me take this caller. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, I lost that caller there. I'll keep playing the cash giver as well. 0779079070887111107. Call us this evening to have your say on the talking point on Blaze Radio 98.7 FM. Continue to call us to have your say what you make of the cash give. That's not the cash giver, but the talking point, the issue that has to do with the US Human
How you
Rights
doing?
Report. Yeah, good evening.
Thank you very much. I just came in and I don't know the study that they're doing very interesting.
Yeah,
I just want you to be very small.
we are talking about the U.S. Human Rights Report, Department of State Human Rights Report. That's what we are talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
Have you read the report?
Yeah, I try following them when I was busy, but when it comes to human rights, America always talk about human rights, but they are violating our rights, all of our rights.
America violated liberal right.
You know the time,
How?
they get talking it from their mouth. They don't believe in human rights. The
How?
problem liberal rights, they violate the whole Africa. America responsible for the death of Muhammad Gaddafi. They say they believe in him. I'm telling you.
So that
Even
means
all the water for America, they won't support the war. Yes. So they can just come to bring confusion in our country. So we can hate our government, so we can hate one another. And when we hate one another, that's benefit it. So they don't believe in anything they call it. They can just okay.
so you
And
think
we
so you think America should not be talking about human rights?
yes. They will not talk about it. Talk about it. They talk about it in their country. They will not come to us and talk about human rights. They will not come to us and talk about human rights.
But when you read it, you can be running to the people for help and other aids.
Yeah, the people we run to them because they're sorry to say, but yeah, we shouldn't be running to them. But I play for ourselves. When we got all the resources, Liberia as a country got all the resources. Bad government, and we got wicked people always in the set of our government. But we shouldn't be running. Look how we got iron ore, we got diamond, we got gold, we got all. But we running to them because of bad government, because of wicked people. The money people always give our leadership to the money people. That reason we running to them. We're not running to them because we are poor. We're not running to them because we are suffering. We are only suffering because of bad government and wicked people always leading us.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks for having us. Let me take the next caller. Good evening. Welcome. Oh my God, what's happening? 07779079007 0887 Call us this evening to have your say on the talking point on Blaze Radio. Don't forget to continue to play the cash giveaway. Do not forget to play the cash giveaway. Star 79 and star 9 hash. You press number 2, you press number 5. I'm looking for the 4 more pressing that. Go to the dashboard and do some jaws. Let me see 4 more pressing that. I'll play 5 times right now. Then I will do at least 4 or 5 more jaws to give 4 or 5 more pressing $10,000 Liberian dollars before I leave the show tonight. But continue to call us. We're talking about the U.S. Department of State Human Rights Report. Why you make up some of these things? Some of these things I read, I did not read all, but I read some of them, right? some of those things are in the report. What do you make of that? The issue of extrajudicial killing, or people that works in the government allegedly killing people. What do you make of that? People that media institutions are being sanctioned. If you criticize the government, if you're an institution, I can criticize the government. Whether you can, when they do the right thing, you appreciate them. When they do the wrong thing, you criticize them. They say they will not give you business. Yeah, they can't give you the other business when the avatars with you. No, they can't do that because the only way to sing Hallelujah Hosanna to them. The only way to sing Hallelujah Hosanna to them. If you can't sing Hallelujah Hosanna to them, forget it. You die in the show. If I say die, that means they will not work with you. Let me take the next caller. Hello.
Yeah, Alice. Is that KONAH? Sorry.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. Is that Pascal?
Yes.
Oh.
You are quite correct.
You call a different number, that's why. Because I know the number you can always call on.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
So thank you. You see the society we have, right? I remember, I think months back, the whole country was happy because Donald Trump said our president spoke English. So everybody celebrated because Donald Trump said our president spoke English. They see America, of which Donald Trump is the president, is telling us that the government, Mr. Bush president, is involved with extrajudicial killing. Somebody say, we're not going to America. Okay, I agree. But are those things in the report true or not? Sensibly, that's what we should be talking. All of us say we forget about politics. We must speak truth to our conscience. Forget about America, but what are those things to say are true? They say not true that the government is killing people? Yes, of course. They talk about torture. My friend LCC who was arrested in Cassaway for quote-unquote brain, they were torture. They gave them urine to drink. The breast plastic put it on the seat. The U.S. captured that. You see that report. The U.S. said the police went to Vietnam and killed Liberians, their friends, 5 persons, and lied and said there were 2. Not only that, you know, Sagasha said something. He said, how we want to lead when we don't even have the first thought. So you're telling me, if you become Lord because they should say, all of us they should supposed to criticize you. So you come for all of us. In fact, at the MCC, those guys were removed from the job. They were not president by Mr. Buck as the president. Miller Booker. They were civil servants who had 25 years to work in government. Just that, being civil servants, they are Liberians and they own the right to their view. If somebody took offense and post and say the government is not working well, does that mean the president is supposed to take you from job? Is that what somebody is telling me? You heard the report that the media is being censored. My people, I thought all the things you accused you were for, they were coming to change it. Even if you left Mr. Becker to your heart, and you said you were coming to change it, your way was corrupt, your way was stole, your way was disobeying the law. and you voted Mr. Bwaka to change it. And the old man is outside of the law. Think a one function to call to say, this is not what we voted for. Or I'll say, even he could change the constitution because he was old. He has served 42 years in government. He was that person for 12 years.
Okay.
Then they will come to change it. I come here, I conclude now. And the human right is telling you that your government is abusing everybody. And you call on a show to market your ignorance. Sometimes sometimes we just sit by just listen. It's political.
Okay. All
So
right.
let people go here and make all kinds of reckless statements. Look, the government is reckless.
All right.
Mr.
Thank you.
Booker is reckless.
Thank you,
He's
Pascal. Thank you. I have to take other calls. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm okay. What's your name?
Oh, even deep down, come on, our brother Nima. I'm calling from Mount Bagley, sir.
Yeah, go ahead from Mount Barclay.
Yeah, and man, like what you people saying tonight, thank you very much for your platform. But America just look like our, mother. We can only go to them when something happens, sometimes like that. If we find it difficult, we go to them for rescue. But like during we the citizen from this shore, we supposed to develop our own country. See, look at Ghana today, brother. As I'm speaking to you now, look at Ghana, look at Sierra Leone, well, by us here. What makes Sierra Leone to be developed? What make Ghana to be developed? What make Ivory Coast to be developed? So look at these different countries that are around us here. So we the only problem for ourselves. It's not America. Even the one that we're talking about, we're discussing tonight, the thing about, the human right.
Yeah.
If they bring human right today, are we able to bear it? We cannot bear human right. Look on the street today that the human right carrying people. Those are taking drugs in today, like spoiling our brother and sister that are on the street. A human right. But during those days, let me say during Taylor time, we able to do that one. We were honor our people. You see it? Our 18-year-old was still lying now with my people. You see it? When my mom going to bed, I can be first to be in bed before they come meet me there. But now who the children are able to do that one? So it's very, very bad.
Okay.
We our very self, our own problem. So we do evil that human right today, we do evil tomorrow. The government supposed to stand by Liberia as a Liberian citizen to develop Liberia and to build Liberia. God
Okay.
bless Liberia and God bless Lima County at last.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thanks for having us. Yeah, that's it for you. So 0777907907887111107. Call us this evening on the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 98.7 FM. Call us to have your seat on the Talking Point. But again, do not forget the cash giveaway. Continue to play star 79 and star 9 hash. You press number 2, you press number 5. Quickly, I'm looking for Balek Ballon. 3 more persons. When 3 person play, I go to my dashboard. I'll give 5 person. Take 5 person will walk away with 10,000 Liberian dollars. I'll do 5 draws for 5 person to walk away with 10,000 Liberian dollars. So let me see you playing right now. So star 07779079007 0887 Call us to tell us what you make of the report. The U.S. Department of State Human Rights Report. So KONAH Samson Kun, okay, he said, Anna he or she, but he said, I'm watching from Nema Lokatua border. Okay, thank you, KONAH. Thank you. Yes, that Lokatua border. I have my in-law there as well. Yeah, I have my in-law there. So let me see this. Okay, Joseph Tama, he said, okay, he's following. Okay. Thank you, Joseph. Thanks for always following us online as well. But so you can call us 07779079007. Those of you watching us online, you can tell us where you are watching us from. Definitely, we will recognize your presence with us. We'll definitely recognize where you are watching us from. Those of you watching whether on YouTube or Facebook, tell us where you are watching from. But we're talking about the U.S. human rights report on Liberia. Some of those things that they raised in the report, I think it is damaging. The thing there is these were things that our the current administration, these were things that they criticized the past administration for. And as soon as they got in power, their first year, they started doing those same thing. That's why the report said the 2023 report, there's no significant difference from the one that they released in 2024, for 2024 rather. Mm-hmm. The one they released it for 2023, there's no much difference to the one they released for 2024. So it's almost the same. That means the government, the city the past administration were doing, some of these cities that these current people were in government now, they were scratching their vein for. They were living from one radio station to another radio station, from one newspaper to another newspaper, talking about the past administration, their inert, all type of grammar they were using. We hear people talking about the economists in the toilet, in the celebrating, all these things. They talk about it, they say these things. But the same thing, like the past administration, they came, their first year. As soon as they came, they didn't check this out. And La Brembo said, okay, we give it a chance. They got there, they started doing that same thing. The first year, started doing the same thing. Yeah, they started doing the same thing. So then what's the difference then? Or just want to say, oh, like United Party came back? Is that the reason people want to come over? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
So, sorry, when I can have another opportunity.
No, I don't think so, please. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm begging you.
Yeah, okay, let me get 30 seconds.
Okay. So,
yeah, just re-identify yourself. There are people know.
Yeah, okay. I'm a manager. I don't want to call and say Morocco is beyond all of our problems.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. 30 seconds.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to say that Morocco is beyond all of our problems that we're suffering for in the country. For me, I'm not a United Party member, supporting anybody for the United Party. But the fact is, what they see in Morocco, what was your job at the United Party winning election in Morocco supported the Boaka Lego, the Boaka good. Morocco supported 100%. In fact, when we are president in this country, there are people that were lobbying, that were sending money to Morocco, they send it so that they can sanction the country, so that they can sanction we are. You see Morocco today. So the people will just continue to let agree that human rights violation is going on in our country. But my own argument is Americans, they're not in a position to be the ones speaking. That's my point of argument there. Okay. They're not qualified. They say, can we equity or can we clean? Americans need to shut up and forget about that law. Yes, so.
But if you want something, then you run to the people.
But I just told you we just get continue.
And that's the reason. And that's the reason why the people will continue to say this thing, because the people are giving their support to Liberia, and we are giving their support. They want you to behave in a certain way. If you are not behaving in a certain way, then they'll release those reports on you.
We just get weird police, but I'm not going to shut up forget about us.
All right,
they're benefiting to us.
Okay, 0777907907887 11107. Call us this evening to have your say on the talking point on Blaze Radio 98.7 FM. Tell us how you make or what you make of the entire report from there. I want you, so there are some of you have not read the report, right? And I'm encouraging you to go on the US website. Go on the US website, the embassy, like the Liberian embassy, right? The US embassy in Liberia, rather. Go on the embassy website and download it for yourself. Maybe when you take it from someone's Facebook page, you'll not get all of it, all of the report. Go on their website. You just said download it. Yeah, download it yourself. Take your time. It costs it to take 1 week to be reading small. Take your time and read it. Take your time and read, so you will have an understanding of what are some of these things that people are raising, and know if these things are happening, because on most of those allegations they raised, they give instances, they give example of where some of these things happen, and the year, the date, everything. They make mention of it. So it shows that the United States, the people follow the country. The people have their embassy here. So all of these things are be happening. People running all around here. The people are taking record. Mm-hmm. The people are taking record. And I will not be surprised. Uh, the 2025 report will start hearing about a violation of human rights again. Because we saw the 2025 students went to protest. What happened? We saw police. We saw the way police treated them. Citizens went to protest. We saw how police were treating some citizens. We saw these things. We saw some students from the University of Liberia when they go protest. We have seen how police react to them. We have seen these things, though. Yeah, God. So that all those things, the people can be taking record of it, though. They act like they've seen it, but they are taking record of it. Time reach next year, maybe at this time, the people release their report again, and they will make references to these things. Then somebody will come out and say, America, America, America did. Yeah, we'll come out and see some of these things. If we do not want for these reports to come up for our government, for us as a country, our government needs to do the rightful thing. The truth is, we are a democratic state. We practice democracy. So people have the right to speak. People have the right to freedom of speech. People have the right to protest. People have the right. People have the right to move around freely. People have these rights. And people have the right to live as well. So if you think that someone is criticizing the government, so you want to threaten the president, the international community, they are taking note. They are taking note. And these things, sometimes the thing that worries me a lot is these things scare away investors. These things scare away investors. And you know what? When investor does not come, you know who feel it? The ordinary people who stood in the ring. September 17, who are working physics. These are people that suffer the most. President Baka do not suffer. Those ministers and directors do not suffer. Because every month they are getting their paychecks. They do not suffer. The ordinary people are the ones that are suffering. People that should be getting jobs to put food on the table for they and their family, to send their children to school. They do not have job. But yet, we'll have a government that will be doing some things that will scare away investors from coming to invest in the country. But yet, we sit and say, opposition doing this, opposition scaring away investors. When people want to exercise their right to protest, we say, it will scare away investors. But yet, we are forgetting to see the actions of our government officials. We are forgetting to see those things that our people do, our government officials do on a daily basis. We forget about those things. But we want for miracle to happen. For someone to entrust our government, our country, and come and invest if these things are happening. No one will take the high-end money where people are dying mysteriously in the country. Where people are dying mysteriously in the country, someone bring a high-end money and can dump it there. No one will take that risk. No one will want to take that risk. But every time we're looking for who's scaring away investors, who's making the country not to be developed, our government, because of their actions and inactions. Those are reasons why the country still remain like this. Since after the Civil War, the issue of unemployment, it is an obstacle to the progress of Liberians. No job in the country. We see young people going into trade. They are learning. But when they leave from there, they go sit home. They go get on motorbike to sell, to ride motorbike. They go get in keke to ride keke. They go see Orange Man and Lone Star Mini. You think these are things that our young people, they pay their money, they go to school, they go learn trade. You think they should not get job? You think they should not get job to better their life? But officials do not care. Because they know sometimes they have their 6 years. They can be calculated, they get 6 years. They work for. So their family will live luxurious life. Forgetting to know that they have people, life, to support them. We saw it on election day. People got in the darkness. Liberians. We journalists were in the field. We saw Liberians were in the darkness. They said they were in the darkness because they wanted a country where there'll be no job. They wanted a country where people would just die mysteriously. They wanted a country where people will not have the freedom to express themselves. You think these were reasons why they stood in that darkness for? And President Booker needs to take note of these things. He needs to. He needs to take note of these things. Liberians supported you, Mr. President, because they believed you can make the better change. You can make the change that will transform their life, that will make them to put food on their table, that will give them job, that will make them to send their children to good schools, that will make them to forward their education. These are reasons why Liberians stood in the rain, in the sun. They work in the feces to support you, Mr. President. Not for you to have officials where when somebody criticizes the government, they fire the people. Civil servants, they will fire them. Violating the civil servant law in the name of the criticize the president. In the name of the criticize the president. And these things are wrong. We need to be very, very, very much bold to see these things, to look in the faces of government officials and say these things are wrong. That's the only way this country will move forward. We have to say these things. And these are the reasons why the Liberia remains the way it is. Let me take 1 or 2 calls and I'll call it a day. Welcome.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Chrissy KONAH, calling you from Rafia with you community.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
For me, for the report for the UN embassy, I'm not down I knew Canada because they will look at the past year, the same thing that they were criticizing is the same thing that going on. It's still going on. And we should not be surprised you turn it on the fast.
Yeah.
We take new being a report. Turn it on the fast report. You see police brutality, everything will be there. Turn it on the fast report.
Yeah.
The only thing that we should just pray to God, the calamity that over, which is our leaders, to pray to God that God will take away that calamity over us. But only because we even thought to from now to judgment day, so only the leaders that over us, the not get that mindset, will always suffer. I'm so disappointed. Some people say America. You know how many years America been supporting Liberia up to now, Liberia progress? 178 years, someone support you. You can't able to stay on your own. America is doing their best.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for the report.
Okay, thank you.
The way you emphasize on it, or the way you be emphasizing on it, if you listen to you, you go by your will, it will be fine. But they will not listen to you because they will feel your opposition station. So you're not talking if you're on there. So they will not listen to you.
Yeah, the time we can be pressing there, they can that one they can be smiling, but when they do the wrong thing, say it, then they say opposition station.
And one of the things that really damaging the government, the present, the past government, are EFPC.
No,
EFPC always damaging government because if the government not working, you always protect the government. And it's not good so.
okay, we're out of time already, brother.
All right, thank you for the time.
Okay. Yeah, so folks, we are not taking any more calls, but we are saying these things because we want for the government to be good. We want for our country to be good. So when these things come up, we have to say it. We have to say these things. That's the only way our country will move further. That's the only way. That is the only way our country will move forward. But we know there are some people that want to protect their job, they're looking for a job and so forth. So they believe that when they say some of these hard truths, they will not give them a job. Yeah, for some, we already got our job, so we're not looking for a government job. So that's why, and our job is there for us to raise these issues. Yeah, for to raise these issues. So let me say, folks, many thanks to you. For those of you who play, I'm about to go to the dashboard to give out more catch. So let me say many thanks to you. Do join me tomorrow for another edition of the Talking Point. But let me make the announcement. Good. I wanted to make the announcement yesterday. I forgot, right? I forgot. Next week, Wednesday. No, not Wednesday, but next week, Friday. I want to have a debate. I also have a debate between two group of people, CDC and a Unity Party. Or somebody who thinks, you don't have to be from the CDC, right? Somebody who thinks this government is proceeding wrongly, and somebody who thinks this government is doing well. I want us to have a debate on Friday. Two persons, the pros and the cons. I want to have a debate, but I want you to enter my DM. Those of you who, just go online, search for the ambassador, KONAH RUFUS. Definitely, yes, you will see me in Ambassador KONAH RUFUS. You send me a message. Definitely, I recognize it. So the first two people that will reach me, these are people I will take for Friday. If no one reach me, I will find my own people. I will find my own people. But I'm looking for our opinion, or because I don't want it to be like ambassador, because we know some of our callers, yes, you consistent in the calls and everything. And sometimes we also want to give you the opportunity to come at least to be our guest as well. So yes, the first two people that will reach out to me. So you send me a message, either tell me that you believe the government is doing well, that I will know that the side you're on. And also tell me, no, you believe that this government is not proceeding rightly, then I'll know the side you're on. Definitely, then we will set up the debate. But I'm saying for next week Friday, then definitely we'll plan everything, decide everything, then we do that for Friday. So until tomorrow, have yourself a wonderful time. Bye from my end.
From Monday to Friday, 9 to 11. Place radio, they bring talk with the heaven. Ambassador KONAH RUFUS on the mic for Talking Points. We go